Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Yeah, listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey, in the morning, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, why you join in with me? You go with me, help me say. I'm so ready to go home. You gotta turn it on, yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Know y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Okay. Today is simple. I want to tell you, I want to just talk to you about effort today. Just about effort. You know, it's a word that people use to describe sometimes trying. But what I found out about trying is just a noble way of saying you didn't get it done. I tried. And then everybody go, well, he tried. That was the best. Well, that's not exactly true, though. That's not exactly true, you all. And I want to talk to you about that because I don't want you to be one of the people who just tried. See, trying, I mean, I got to tell you, to attempt something, you're going to have to first try. But I want you to change your mindset from trying to getting it done. See, that's a big difference. I'm really more apt to listen to the person that says to me, I'm going to get it done. I'm going to try. What try does is it allows you to fail. It's the person that has the mindset that I'm going to get it done. It's the person who changes the complexion of things. I'm going to get it done is very different than I'm going to try. You know, look, man, I know this sounds a little harsh, but you got to stop feeding yourself these little old wise sayings that it was a valiant try. Hey, man, you talk to anybody that took second place in the Super Bowl and see how they feel about their valiant try. The only way to gain God's real blessings is you have to try something. Steve, you're backpedaling. No, listen to me close. You have to put forth an effort to allow God to put his finger on something to bless on your behalf. You must start to attempt. Now, in saying getting it done and I'm going to try, that's two different faiths to me. I'm just talking about me now. You may be different, so I can't say this about you. But I can say this about me. If I say I'm going to get it done, I have a lot of faith in it. I am going to get it done because I just don't see failure as an option a lot of times. Now, if somebody says to me, the Olympic team invited me out to curl one day, which is throw these stones on the ice. If you're not familiar with it, it's very simple. And so I said, man, I'd like to give that a try. I went in full well knowing I may not come away from this little curling lesson as a person who could make the Olympic team. I just wanted to try it because I thought it looked cool and I always wanted to get it done. Well, I failed twice. I threw a stone completely into the other lane. I lost that little ice shoe. It shot out from under me. But you know what? I kept trying, though. I kept trying until I got 4 of them stones in that circle right where I aimed. But now, had I given up after I failed, after I threw that stone in the other lane, after I shot my shoe down all the way to the bottom side, the little ice shoe they give you, I never would did it. But because I was trying, something got me together a little bit because of my effort, and it caused me not to fall the next time, not to throw it in the other lane, not to shoot my shoe to the back of the wall. All of a sudden, my trying became something. Now, had I stayed out there and it wasn't so cold and I went back week after week after week after week, I promise you, I could get it done. I could at least know how to compete in a game of curling. Might not be the best. I might not win the championship, but I could have got it done to the point where I could have competed in a game of curling. So sometimes if you're scared to say I'm going to get it done, just go out there and get started. You know, learn from every attempt that you make. See, don't quit writing yourself off as a failure every time something don't go right. When I fell on that ice, I could have said, man, I can't curl. But hold up, man, I'm watching 4 other women out here curl, 4 other dudes out here curling, little kids out here curling. Hold up, partner. You know, man. So I learned when I threw that stone on the other ice, when I fell, when my shoe shot off. I learned from every attempt a little bit more about it. And then I said to myself one point in time, man, I'm going to get this stone in that circle. I'm going to get this stone in this circle. And guess what? I got it done. Now, what you saying to me, Steve? I'm saying to you that you got to get started, that you got to put forth an effort. Give God something to bless. Oh, God, bless me. Oh, God, bless me. Bless you what? Bless you where? Bless you how? Stop basing your results on what you're thinking. You got to think higher. You get God in your life, man. He allows you to think higher, bigger, better, more. I'm sitting up here in my debt. I came up with a plan to get out of debt in 5 years. I came up with this plan, right? I was sitting up and I was tripping on it. Then I said, wait a minute, man, hold up. This is what I came up with. I said, God created heaven and earth, all of it. The mountains, the sky, the valleys, the oceans, trees, the birds, the Indian Ocean, all of it, made all of it in 6 days. And then he rested on the 7th. So why am I taking to God the 5-year plan? If he can create heaven and earth in 6 days, why am I walking in there talking about help me in 5 years? How is it going to take God 5 years to get me out of debt and he made heaven and earth in 6 days? Do the math here, man. I ain't that big. You ain't that big. You ain't in that much trouble. I ain't in that much trouble. See, God got a way of showing you some things, man, but it's going to take some faith, and faith going to take some effort on your part. Man, get out and do something, man. God will bless you a little bit, and he'll give you a little bit more courage, and then all them attempts you making is going, and all this, oh, I'll try. You know what that turned into? I'm going to get it done. And at the end of the day, that's what you have to do, because trying to pay your rent and not paying your rent is 2 different things. You can try to pay your rent, or you can get it done. Now, how long you think you're going to stay in that house trying? You got to go with the mindset of getting it done. And if you can put some stuff out there and give God a chance to put his finger on it and bless it for you, the more stuff he can do for you. Quit looking around at what everybody else got and go and get some of it for yourself, okay? All right.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to go down. The Steve Harvey Morning Show is live in living color this morning. The reason we say this show is in living color is because most of us have color in our skin.
Yeah.
That is the case with most people. So we are now going to stop calling people white because they have color too. This show is live in living color for people of all colors. That's the announcement we're making today. I know it don't make no difference. It ain't gonna change nothing, but that's the statement I decided to use to open the show. The Steve Harvey Morning Show live in living, vivid color.
All right.
Shirley Strawberry.
Good morning.
Carla, Pharrell.
In living color. Good morning. What's up, crew?
Kill Junior Spates.
My black behind is here,
Thomas Wesley Miles.
Yes, sir. Top of the morning, baby. It's hump day, huh? Hump day.
Yeah.
Woo!
Top, baby. Feeling
Man,
Africa,
everybody
huh?
feel good?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man.
Oh, yeah.
You hear me?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Feel great.
God
day.
good to you?
Hey, man, all the time.
I can't
When is
tell
he
you-
not?
What?
Yeah.
Can't tell you how.
Well, it ought to be a good day today.
Yeah.
Feel
Yeah.
pretty good,
I believe
excited,
that. Receive that.
God been good
still
to you.
here. But I ain't
Wait, no,
missing
no.
no radio, still here. Hey, can I say something?
Yes,
Say it.
Steve.
I want to say something to all the listeners out there.
Okay.
Radio to me is the one format that I have where I can really be my natural self.
I mean your natural black.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I mean that.
you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, every inch
Every what?
of my black inch, every inch of my black behind.
Yeah.
And man, that's the beauty of it for me.
Yeah.
And so, look, I know I got other things I'm always doing. I'm just that person, though. I'm probably not going to stop being an active person, career-wise or any other-wise. So, but radio, man, is just a big integral part of my life, man. I just love sitting here saying some of the things I think. I can't express my viewpoint on any of my other shows, so radio is it for me. I just wanted to say that. Clear the air, man. Let y'all know what it matters, that it matters to me. It really does.
Well, that's good, Steve. And you've always been that way. I mean, you change radio a lot.
Always and
Created
forever.
reality radio.
It was too real. wasn't it?
Each
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Too real.
Yeah, we had reality TV. He wanted reality radio, and boy, did we get it.
We pulled a whole curtain back.
Can't
All right, well, listen, the debate continues. Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A.
Chicken sandwich war.
Yes. We'll talk about it when we come back at 32 after the hour inside Something Funny, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, legendary actress Miss Phylicia Rashad will be our special guest, the legend herself. But right now, this debate between Popeyes and Chick-fil-A, this is just an ongoing war here. And Tommy, you found something on Facebook. What is this? What's going on?
Listen, I found this brother. He is actually preaching, and I'm talking about the cadence, the hoop that this boy got is incredible. He is preaching about what's better, Popeyes or Chick-fil-A. You got to listen to it, because at the end, he going to tell you which one, because he's actually sitting there, and he's taking a bite out of both sandwiches. And when he get through, he going to tell you exactly which one has won the contest. His name is Pastor Fred Thomas. Check him out.
Good afternoon, my brothers and sisters. I have seen over the course of the morning that there is a debate over whether the Popeyes chicken sandwich is better than Chick-fil-A. So I thought I would do something to clear the air. That's what I do. I clear the air. So I took it upon myself just to see which one of these sandwiches is the best one for me. Yeah. First of all, I'm going to try the familiar one. Chick-fil-A, whom we know so well, closed on the Sabbath Sunday, which some will disagree. That's on Saturday. But we're not here to talk theological differences. We're here to talk about chicken sandwiches. Oh, yeah. So here we go. Just what I thought it would be. Just like I thought it would be. It's good all the time. Every time I try it never let me down. But you know what? You can't look over new things. Somebody right now, God's doing a new thing in your life. So this chicken sandwich from Popeyes is a new thing. Never had it before. Got it in a nice little bag. Yeah. So let's see what it's all about. I tried to hold my peace, but let us see. Wait a minute. I begin to feel something I never felt before. Let me try it one more time. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Popeyes. You got some skin in the game. Oh! Your Popeyes! Popeyes! You win! You win! Ah! You win! Ah! You win!
I think we know who the winner is now in the war against Popeyes and Chick-fil-A. Pastor Fred.
Who was that?
Pastor Fred Thomas.
Boy, you funny, man. Pastor Fred Thomas, you had
Pastor Fred
over
Thomas.
here hollering.
He was
Pastor
taking a
Fred
bite.
Thomas done messed around and made the Steve Harvey Morning Show the king of pranks, Junior, and one of the original kings. They got to bow down and say, boy, you bad.
He bit that sandwich twice.
Boy, I sent it to my mama. My mama called me and said, boy, that boy preached that thing. He sure preached that thing.
Popeyes.
You need to drive around those Popeyes and pass them out to the people who are in those long lines.
That's who I want to hear. Motown and Deacon Deshawn.
Boy, this
preach
boy
about.
right here.
Tastes just like I thought it would when he ate the Chick-fil-A. Always.
Never let me down.
Man.
God is doing a new thing. Boy.
He knows all the
boy.
words.
Boy, I said, come on now.
Catchphrases.
Come on, Pastor.
Chicken sandwich wars. This
Oh, that's
chicken, this
pretty good.
bun,
I cannot
and this
believe it.
pickle.
Man,
It's going down.
it's
I can't,
serious.
and you know these lines are this crazy. These lines are wrapped around the building.
Oh,
like
yeah,
they-
I've seen them. Yeah.
Yeah, some
it's
places
bananas.
are sold
Has
out.
anybody tried the sandwich?
I have.
on this
Yeah.
The
show?
lines
That-
are too long.
Can't get it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have.
You have, Carl?
Yeah.
You like it?
My husband likes the Popeyes one too. I like both of them though. I ain't gonna front. I like both of them. I'm not mad at Chick-fil-A's, and I like Popeyes. I like both.
Well, I like Chick-fil-A attitude. Period. They work.
Oh,
is just
yeah.
amazing.
They
Yeah,
are.
customer service.
They customer
It's
service
top notch.
product.
It really
my
is.
pleasure. I love it. My pleasure.
I saw Kim Cole's Instagram today. She had, she was in Living Single with Queen Latifah. She had the Living Single cast with Popeyes loving Popeyes and Friends loving Chick-fil-A. All right,
Sitcom
coming up next, nephew Tommy and Run That Prank Back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, legendary actress Phylicia Rashad. Rashad will be our special guest. Right now, it is time, though, for the nephew to run that prank back. Neff, what you got for us?
What are we gonna do? No anchovies, Shirley. No anchovies.
And you're talking
Run
like that
that.
because...
I don't know why. No anchovies. Here it is.
Hello.
Hey man, who is the person I need to talk to about? I got a pizza that's been messed up. Who do I need to talk to?
Well, you can talk to me, sir. What's going on? What happened to your pizza?
Somebody put some anchovies on my pizza. Black people don't eat no anchovies, man. So who would do that? Who would put anchovies on my damn pizza? I didn't order no.
Settle down with the language there, pal. All right? You know, if you got anchovies on your pizza, you just must have gotten mixed up with another order. I'll send you another pizza. It ain't a big deal.
But I ain't asking no anchovies, man. Matter of fact, let me ask you something. What the is an anchovy any damn way?
It's like a sardine. That's what a anchovy is, okay, pal? It's like a sardine.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. First of all, what's your name? What is your name?
I'm Gino.
So you the owner of the damn pizza place.
Yeah, I own the damn pizza place, and I don't need people calling me and cursing at me because it was a mistake. You know, mistakes happen, pal. Worse things go on in this life than you getting some anchovies on your pizza.
Hey, man, okay, so here's the deal. I done had a bunch of guests come to my house or order pizza, and every last one of them got anchovies on them. You know what I'm saying? So I got an issue with it. I done spent over $50 with you with these pizzas, and the made wrong.
Nobody likes anchovies?
No, but I told you before, black people don't eat no anchovies, man. Okay?
Hold on. I'm almost certain I've served anchovy pizza to black people before.
Okay, the black people that I know don't eat anchovies.
Okay, well then we'll send you some pizzas without any anchovies on them.
Hey, you know what? I don't like your attitude. You know what, man? You gonna mess around and
maybe if
make
you
me
didn't
come
come at
down
me
there.
with so much attitude to start with, you wouldn't get no attitude.
Okay, look at it. Don't get your ass whooped, okay? Don't get your ass whooped.
What did you just? What? Excuse me. What did you just? Did you just threaten me?
I said, don't get your.
Do you think you're talking? Who the do you think you're talking to? Face.
I'm talking to Gino, the owner
That's
of
right.
Pizzeria. You.
That's right. That's right. You don't tell me you're going to kick my okay, pal? You know where the pizzeria is. You know, you just calm down.
Do you? Okay, that's it. I tell you what, man. In the next 3 to 5 minutes, I'm gonna walk down there and kick your little ass behind putting these anchovies on here and having a little pompous attitude like you think you can't get your ass whooped.
You come on down here, okay? And we'll see. Do me a favor. Go yourself and the horse you rode in on, okay? And bring it on down here. All right, we'll take care of it there. I'll stuff some anchovies up your all right, pal?
Okay, cool. All right, cool.
Okay. You like to say okay a lot, do you? Is that one of your favorite words, okay?
Yeah, you need to have somebody there with you when I get there, because I promise you, Gino finna get his ass whooped.
Yeah, Gino's shaking in his boots, pal. Me and my anchovies, we're sitting here scared out of our minds right now.
Okay,
You
let me
kidding me?
tell you.
I've dealt with clowns like you my whole life. Please.
Okay. Let me tell you this here. Do you know who you're talking to?
I'm talking to some idiot who don't know how to talk. That's what I'm talking to.
No, you're talking to Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Mr. Gino, you just got pranked.
You telling me I'm throwing F-bombs all over the radio?
You dropping F-bombs all over the radio, baby.
Who? I want to know who did this to me because they're getting some F-bombs.
Who did this to me? Do you have a guy that works for you? He says he works 5 to close. Andre. You got a Dre that works for you?
Yeah, I got a Dre that works for me, and Dre's going to be spending some time in a walk-in freezer.
All right. This is
Black people don't eat anchovies, huh?
Black people don't eat anchovies, baby. Hey, I got to ask you this, Mr. Gino. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest radio show in the land?
Your show. The baddest radio show in the land is the Steve Harvey Show.
With no
Steve Harvey Morning.
No
Steve Harvey Morning Show. I'm going to send you some pizzas. I'm sending that station dozens of pizzas with double anchovies on every one of them.
Oh, God.
No anchovies. Anybody want anchovies on their pizza? Anybody?
No, thank you. Oh,
I didn't think so.
I'm good.
I'll pass.
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
Thanks, though.
You know, got to have that pepperoni, Italian sausage, peppers, onions. You got me. I'm good. No anchovies.
And some basil. I like basil on my pizza now.
I done started putting spinach on there. Like I feel like I'm doing something healthy. I don't know. I doubt it, but I think I'm doing something healthy. I doubt it very seriously.
You put the spinach with all the meat.
Yeah.
With all this meat and cheese, you know, you think
so
you're
much
doing something.
meat on his pizza.
You know your pizza ain't supposed to be that heavy.
You can't even see the bread. It's just
Why
all
do they
meat.
Why do they have meat lovers if you don't want it? Why can you order that then?
Just order meat, okay? Just order meat because that's all we see when we get the pizza that you order.
So what kind of pizza? Like my son, he only want a cheese pizza. What kind of pizza you want?
I like cheese and pepperoni.
Pepperoni.
Uh-huh.
Pepperoni.
Or a veggie pizza.
Pepperoni.
Okay, we're going to get pepperoni. We're going to have to get it times 3 and get some more meat on this damn thing.
I like Lou Malnati's classic sausage.
See? And do you load it on there?
No, they make it.
I know.
When you order it, Steve.
I ain't putting nothing on it.
And let's not act like you don't have a pizza oven at your house, because we know you have one. Yeah, he be making pizzas.
I stopped
and
making
everything.
pizzas. I stopped making them when Marjorie bought all the fixings and put them on the counter. All of us were sitting around with our dough rolled out and we made our pizza. I put everything on my pizza. It was so damn trifling. That ragged ass pizza I had, it wasn't worth a quarter. Shrimp don't go with salami and sausage and chicken and oh God, I made a mess.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
My pizza look like trash, tastes like trash.
You ever had pineapples on yours?
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah. When you move out to L.A., that's like the first thing you do is get a pizza
Yeah,
with pineapples on it.
Yeah.
I never heard of it before that, though.
No.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I didn't like that
burst
either.
of fruit. That didn't excite me.
Like egg fruit.
It was an acquired taste. It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not necessary. Who
Well, let me
thought
tell you
that up?
something.
Huh.
Canadian bacon, which is really Canadian ham,
Mm-hmm.
With
pineapples,
Uh-huh.
some black olives,
Yeah.
and a little jalapeno on it.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, you better get up out of here.
I get up out here.
Yeah. All right, guys. So coming up at the top of the hour, legendary actress Felicia Rashad is in the building. She's sitting in with us right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, everybody, as promised, we got a very, very special guest this morning. I love talking to this woman. She's such a class act and such a professional and just has maintained over the years, I'm talking about at such a level of excellence, just something for us all to be proud of. She has been dubbed the mother of the black community at the 2010 NAACP Image Awards, and is most notably known as that since her legendary role as Claire Huxtable on The Cosby Show. She's got a new TV show on the OWN network, and it's David Makes Man. This new show's received some critically acclaimed reviews since its premiere. Everybody's talking about it. The buzz is out, and we need to find out all about David Makes Man. Please welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, excuse me for saying this, my girl, the fabulous Miss Felicia Rashad.
Oh,
All right.
thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Just great.
Man,
Welcome.
it's always good to have you out. When I found out I could talk to you, I said, man, please, can we get her on the show? You have meant so much over the years to so many people. Do you get a sense of what your role on that show meant over the years and how it inspired people and affected people?
Normally when I'm walking around, it isn't something that I think about. But in the supermarket, in a parking lot, on the sidewalk, in front of a theater, or just meeting people casually, inevitably I hear, I went to college because of. Oh, our family did this because of.
Wow.
I'm doing this today because we were introduced to music technology that we knew nothing about, because I don't know whether you know, but your show inspired these hip-hop artists, because it is gratifying and it is humbling, because as an actor you could do any number of things that don't mean anything to anybody. But to have participated and to continue to participate in work that has such great meaning for people, I couldn't ask for more.
Wow, what a blessing.
Wow.
Yes, it is that. Yes, it is.
That's really real. That's really real. It takes other people oftentimes to make you realize the effect you've had on it and had on them, and you have done just that. And we got a new project now. So let me ask you a couple questions about this. This new show is called David Makes Man, and it's following a 14-year-old named David. He's played by Akil McDowell, who tries to juggle relationships between his magnet school friends. He goes to a special magnet school, and the drug dealers in his South Florida impoverished neighborhood. Tell us more about the show.
This show, David is our central character, and it's about him and the world around him. There is a universe of characters and people in this show, the likes of which you have never seen on television, never presented so unapologetically human. It is, when I was told that Terrell Alvin McCraney had created this show, and Terrell Alvin McCraney received the Oscar for his screenplay of Moonlight. I had appeared in one of his theatrical works, Head of Passes. When they told me that he had written this, I said, well, that's it. Yes, I want to do it. Yes. And it is the most exquisite experience.
Wow.
Because David and the people in the Ville, that's that area that he lives in, these are the people who live on the fringes of society. These are the people that are ignored. These are the people that you pass on the street and don't even give the time of day. And that's such a mistake. It's such a mistake. And this is an exploration of a human journey. This young boy is trying to do so many things. He's trying to make his way through junior high school to get into a great high school that's not in his neighborhood, because it's a magnet school and it's got these great programs, and this is where he'd like to go. And he's trying to take care of his little brother and fend for his mother, who's a recovering drug addict.
Wow.
Yes,
a lot going on.
She's trying, and she is trying very hard. she is really giving it her all because of her love for her sons and what she wants for them. And it's not easy. And then he has to walk through this community of people who are not going to the school that he goes to. So you see him visually. I love this show because of its visual aspects as well. It is visually stunning.
Oh, wow.
You see him walking through his neighborhood, looking, in all directions to clear a space to put on his tie.
And we're talking about a 14-year-old kid here having to go through all of this. Yeah.
And to get his brother to school on time and always missing the bus and getting there just in the nick of time to go to class.
Wow.
Trying to hold it together. And then he has to live in this community. And you see all in the drug dealers, they're human too. Mm-hmm. They've got stories and backstories too. It is something that as a woman, I'm so proud to be a part of it because these are things we need to pay attention to.
All right, we'll have more with Felicia Rashad coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Steve, our special guest today is legendary actress. We love her, Phylicia Rashad. Felicia is here to tell us about her role on the brand new television series and show on the OWN network. It's called David Makes Man. The way you're telling it, you make me want to turn the TV on right now and watch it. Oh my God!
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Quite compelling. Yeah.
It is that. It is that. And David has a very good friend who lives on the other side of town, who's in a very lovely home, and you just think everything is fine. Keep thinking that. Keep thinking that as you watch episode after episode after episode. Keep thinking that. Now, it's a marvelous work of art.
So let me ask you this right here. Now, you play Dr. Wood's Trap.
Yes.
And you're this kid, David's teacher at this magnet school that he got bused to. And you're one of those teachers that you kind of remember for the rest of your life. How so, and what effect do you have on David's outlook as he's wrestling with this conflict?
Yes. Dr. Wood's Trap sees the light of his intellect, and she is determined that it must shine and that nothing must hinder it. But she has some obstacles, and David himself is one of them. Sometimes
get out of his own way.
Sometimes, my mother once told me, my mother said, you have to fight for your children. And she said, sometimes the biggest fight is going to be with your children, for them. So that's one thing. She gives her all to all of her students. She really resonates with them. She understands their language. She understands the music they listen to. She can speak to them on their own level, but she's always raising them up to hers. She does not dismiss them at all. She wants David to go to this very special school because she knows what it would mean for him. She really knows that education is his road because he's brilliant, and she sees that.
And as parents, we can all relate to that. Did we mention that this show is produced, Steve, by Oprah and Michael B. Jordan? And you played his mom in Creed, right?
That's right.
I loved your role in Creed. Yeah. Yeah, so they produced it. So it's exciting.
Okay, so let's get to this part. Yeah, we got a few episodes in right now. And this is a must-see show. And we're starting to see, after a few episodes, how David, he's got to choose between the streets that raised him or this higher education that's being offered him to a way out. What can we expect in tonight's episode?
Ooh, I don't want to tell you.
But you tell it so well.
No.
Wow. We'll have more with the incredible Phylicia Rashad at 34 after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, if you're just joining us, legendary actress Felicia Rashad is our very special guest this morning. She's here to tell us about her brand new TV show on OWN Network. It's called David Makes Man, and we'll find out what else Miss Rashad is working on as well. She's in the building sitting right here next to us. We love her. All right, Steve, come on.
See, now you've been real theatrical here. You taking a hood boy like me a little bit too far.
You're going to see this life continuing to unfold. You're going to see the people around him, the people that he interacts with, how they impact him, what that means, how he maneuvers. You're going to see all of it. Continues. It's like the most beautiful flower that is unfolding, and it's got so many petals and layers before you get down into the pollen. And you go get down into the pollen.
Okay.
See, I ain't never unfolded a flower to get down to the pollen.
I can listen
That's
to her
when
tell
you
it
really,
all day.
No. Come on now. Come on.
I'm down into the pollen of the flower.
Yes.
That's
Fold
right.
back the
That's
petals.
right. Nature put it there for a reason. We're supposed to know about these things. Yes.
I'm sitting up in here feeling way more intelligent than I really am.
Come on, Steve Harvey. You're one of the most intelligent people I know.
Wow.
Man, you know what? Talking
David
to you
Makes Man.
is so refreshing because, you know, I got to tell you something. You are a living legend.
Yes.
That's what's special. And I'm glad that we're able to tell this to you while people live. You know, we wait till these great stars of ours get somewhere and can't work no more and ain't working. You're active. You got projects going. You're still doing movies and everything. You still fly. And I just want you to know from all of us and for the people that you've affected, the millions that you have no idea, that we are sitting here talking to a living legend. I can't tell you how much we appreciate
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Man,
I just want to
that's
tell
right.
you.
Absolute truth.
Thank you. Thank you.
She weave a tail.
Thank you.
So what other projects are you working on?
I am participating in my first animated feature.
Oh, I saw that on social media. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm pretty excited about
Uh-huh.
that. It's a Pixar movie, and it's called Soul.
Yes.
Yes, and
With Jamie Foxx?
yeah, yeah, and it's gorgeous. So much fun to do. I thought about the other day. I said, "Girl, look at this. These are things you wanted to do, and now you're doing them. You're actually doing them, and it's okay." And I just completed filming for a Netflix Christmas movie, Jingle Jangle,
Okay.
which is going to come out in 2020. When you see that, you're going to say, "Oh my goodness." No, it's truly, it's amazing. It's beautiful. So much beautiful work. It stars Forrest Whitaker.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, it's like that. It's like that. And Keegan-Michael Key.
That boy can act.
He can sing too. Bet you didn't know that.
Forrest Whitaker can sing.
What?
Hello, he was a trained opera singer. That's all I've got to say.
Really?
He was trained, honey, and he can break out in some gospel that'll make you just hit everybody near you.
What?
Yes.
Forrest ain't told us
Yes.
a damn thing.
He's quiet, child. He's quiet. You know, you gotta watch the quiet ones. You know, those ones with those ones that are flapping all the time. We know what they do. But it's the quiet ones.
I love it.
It's such an honor and for you to be so warm and congenial. You know, you've handled your stardom with about as much grace as I've ever seen it done before. And for you, you're still working. You're still killing it out there. And I just, man, congratulations. Just thank you for being you. You really set the bar, an example for so many women of what they can accomplish and without compromise. Felicia Rashad, thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
David Makes Man airs tonight at 10/9 Central on OWN.
Bye, Auntie.
Give it up.
Bye.
Felicia Rashad in the building.
Coming up next, nephew Tommy with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's today's Strawberry Letter. My subject today is my baby won't stop cussing.
Oh, my God.
She knew,
Look who's
she
back.
knew who to write to, didn't she? We're going to get into that. Yeah, we're going to get into that right after the nephew gives us today's prank phone call. What you have for us today, Neff?
This right here is church fees, Shirley. Church fees.
Uh-oh. Love messing with the church.
Hey, church fees. Biggest fan base is the church, so this is church fees. Here you go. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello? Hello, I'm trying to reach Sister Tracy.
Hey, you got her. Hey.
How you doing? This is Brother Glenn from the church.
Hey, Brother Glenn, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm real good. Did you enjoy service this morning?
Oh, I enjoyed it. Pastor, woo! Pastor brought it down.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Oh, my God. That was a word for me.
Right.
So, what do I owe the pleasure of this call?
I wanted to give you some information that the church has come up with, and we wanted to let you know what was going on before next Sunday. I didn't interrupt you, did I?
No. I actually, I may sound a little off a little bit. I'm trying to get dinner ready for my little babies, my little darlings, and your voice sounds so familiar to me. It just sounds so familiar. I'm trying to place that voice.
Okay, well, you've seen me at the church quite a few times.
I think I have. I'm just trying to place it. I can't place it right now. But what can I do for you, Glenn?
Well, nevertheless, I just wanted, here's what's going on. Now, are you aware that for the last 6 Sundays you've been actually coming into service late? Have you realized that?
Yes, I know. I'm sorry about that, but yes, I have. I have my reasons, though.
Okay. Well, here's what's going on. The officials at the church have gotten together, and this is what they've decided on: is that anybody who is late, starting next Sunday, there will be a $15 charge for that, for coming in and disrupting service. Pastors tired of service being disrupted by people walking in late.
That could not come at a worse time. I don't have $15 to give. No, I don't have it. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we're late. I am. We are doing our best. I have 3 kids. I have 3 young kids, 2, 7, and 9, and they are a handful. And we do the best that we can to get to church on time. And to tell you the truth, when we get there, it's during praise and worship. I mean, Pastor ain't even preaching yet. So
okay, I know Pastor's not up yet, but he's stating that people coming in, it just seems very disruptive to the service that's going on. So nevertheless, like I said, this is a warning call, to let you know that if you are late on next Sunday, then they will be charging you $15 a late charge, and actually you won't be able to even come in until you pay the $15.
I can't even get in church with look. Okay, look, I don't owe nothing. I don't owe you no explanation, but I need to tell you something. Me and my kids, for the last few Sundays that we've been late, it's because my car broke down. We are on the bus, man, public transportation.
Okay. I mean, I understand. I sympathize with everything that you're going through.
But why are you calling? If you understand, why are you calling me about $15 if you understand what I'm going through?
Well, I didn't. First of all, I didn't know what you were going. Why are you raising your voice at me? Why are you raising? Did you just raise your voice at me?
You know what? I think you're raising your voice at me. How dare you call me about this, about a fee? And I'm there at church. I got my kids there trying to raise them up in the way they should go, just like the Bible say. And you know why I got to do this and why I'm late, why we got to catch the bus. Do you understand why that is, Brother Glenn?
No, I do not.
That is because their daddies ain't and they, yeah.
Okay, so Tracy, you got to calm down a little bit now.
Oh, Jesus, help me, Jesus, help me, Jesus.
Okay, listen, here's the deal. All I can do is tell you this. I hope you can make it. Maybe you can catch an earlier bus, you know what I mean, and get there a little earlier. But I'm just stating the facts that as of next Sunday, if you come in late, it's $15 late fee, and that's what you'll pay in order to get in the service.
You know what? Well, maybe next Sunday I just won't be there. How about that? You know, I'm already working 6 days a week. The only day I have off is Sunday. I'm breaking my back. Do you know I work 2 jobs? I work 2 jobs, and they always trying to take money out of my check, always trying to pull me here and there, and I'm always tired. I get 2 hours of sleep, and then now the church wants to dump another $15 charging me for being at church when that's what I'm supposed to do.
But you're coming in late, though, Sister Tracy.
You know what? Late ain't bad, okay? I might be delayed, but I ain't denied, and I'm getting there the best way that I know how. We're on the bus. I have to put my kids on the school bus. And not only do I have to put them on the school bus, then I have to get on the bus to get myself to work because I don't have a car because their daddies ain't doing nothing for them. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I need to Daddy number 1, guess what? He ain't. Daddy number 2, he in jail, been there about 5 years. He ain't. And daddy number 3, he decided to go ahead and walk out. I ain't heard from that trifling in about 7 months. Now, he know we struggling. He had the nerve to take my wallet, too. You don't even understand what I'm going through. You don't even understand that I'm trying to make a better life for me and my children.
There is one more thing, Sister Tracy, that the church wants you to know before next Sunday that you definitely need to know.
And what one more thing does the church want me to know besides $15?
The church just wants you to know that this is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your sister Patrice got me to prank phone call you.
I am going to whoop her. I'm going to whoop her. I'm going to whoop her. She know I ain't got time for that. She know I ain't got time for that.
Your sister got you. You all right?
Oh, I got something for her. How about that?
She told me, she said, my sister car broke down. She said she got these kids. She over there struggling. She trying to make it. But you got to give her a hard time. She wanted you to put a smile on your face.
Well, she did. Well, once things settled out, I'm going to have to say she did.
Okay. You all right?
Wow. Now that I know y'all were joking, and now I know this is Nephew Tommy.
Hey, I got to ask you something, baby. What's the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show, baby.
Church fees, that's all I'm saying.
Gotta pay them.
Got to pay them. Somebody got to do it. Pay your church fees. If you haven't paid your fees for Bethesda Blues and Jazz Supper Club, I will be there Friday and Saturday. 2 on Friday, 2 Saturday. Little blues, little jazz, little supper, and some Tommy on top. You can't beat that right there. I just think that is just a beautiful setup. Blues, jazz, supper, and Tommy on top. Everybody say amen?
Amen.
Amen.
Hey, where is my congregation? I said amen.
Amen. Angry pastor.
Hey, man. Hey, hey. Hey, man.
Yelling at.
Yeah.
Because the congregation was not.
Dog, you ain't no pastor. Dog, you a teacher.
Everybody say amen, please.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Then shortly after that, I'll be in Greenville. He just brought my whole morale down. Greenville, the 7th. Why am I talking like this? Greenville, September 7th.
Come on out.
September 7th, Greenville, baby. Greenville, North Carolina, at the Greenville Convention Center. The nephew will be there. Tickets are on sale right now. And then the 21st of September, Greensboro, North Carolina, at the Carolina Theater. The nephew will be there. Carolinas, here I come soon as I get through with Bethesda. Thank you. Thank you, Shirley. Take it away.
All right. Thank you, nephew. Coming up, the strawberry letter for today. This subject, Steve, is crazy. You're going to love this letter. The subject is, my baby won't stop cussing. Tailor-made for you. She needs some. Yeah, she needs some advice.
What? I probably was this baby.
Your mom wrote in, Junior. All right, we'll get into the letter coming up at the top of the hour. Again, the subject is, my baby won't stop cussing, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. All right? We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
The subject, this letter just makes me laugh. My baby won't stop cussing. Junior says it's about him. We'll see. Dear Steve and Shirley, I am a 27-year-old married woman with a 2-year-old son that won't stop cussing. Recently, whenever he gets frustrated or upset, he starts cussing. If he falls down and hurts himself, he cusses. If you tell him no, he cusses. I assumed he was hearing these cuss words from my husband because I don't cuss in front of him, so he is not hearing it from me. My husband swore to me that he has not been cussing in front of him either. So I figured the only other person it could be is my mother-in-law. I asked her and she said, come on, Steve, you got to help me with this.
She said, hell yeah, I cuss in front of the little ass.
That's what she said.
I read Steve's letters. Shirley.
Yeah. She said that because he's a brat when you're not around. I was shocked. I couldn't believe that she can't find a way to discipline him without using foul language. I want my son to have a relationship with his grandma, and she's a wonderful woman in a lot of ways, but we don't see eye to eye on this. She says she can't help it, and we should be teaching him to never repeat what he hears. But he's a 2-year-old, and that's what small children do. I told her that she should lead by example, but she said when she is babysitting him, she will do things her way. My husband is stuck in the middle, and he has said his mom is 60 and set in her ways, so I said let it go. So I should let it go. He says we can teach our son not to cuss when he is a little older and can understand. I have a problem with all of this. Yes, his grandma is an authority figure, but it's my son, so I say we go by my rules. I don't want my baby cussing out his teachers at the daycare. How should I resolve this? Am I wrong? Please advise. I think you're a little bit too much on this issue, okay? Your baby's only 2, and I do agree with your husband. I think you should wait until he's a little older and he can understand. I know so many kids, little young babies or children who used to cuss because that's what they see. And children are sponges. We all know that. They repeat what they see, and that's what they do. And you're right. Your mom, the mother-in-law, your husband's mom, is set in her ways, and she says when he's with him, when he's with her, then they'll do things her way. So that's how she puts the hammer down. She cusses at him, and he probably obeys when she does that. He knows what she means when he does that. So I just say, loosen up just a little bit. It's going to get better when he gets older. He'll stop or at least understand and not do it around you guys. At least you can be hopeful for that. But yeah, the grandmother's not going to change. You continue not to cuss in front of him and let him know every time he does it that it's wrong. He's only 2. He's only 2. He's going to grow and learn things. Don't worry. It's going to be all right. He's not going to be at the daycare cussing out the teachers and all of that. He's not going to do that. So just relax on this issue just a little bit. He's going to be fine, okay? Steve?
Well, Shirley?
Yes.
I disagree with everything you said in this letter. I hope you don't mind.
I do not.
You know I'm to give good advice, but you missed it on this one, baby girl. See, Shirley, the reason you missed it on this letter is because you don't cuss.
No.
You need a cusser to talk about a letter that's about cussing. See, I'm a cusser.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. My father was in the top 3 greatest cussers of all time. All through the civil rights movement, everything. My daddy cussed. Sitting at the counters at Woolworth, luncheon sit-ins, my daddy was cussing. Bull counters with them German shepherds and them fire hoses, my daddy was cussing. My daddy got arrested, he was cussing. My daddy came to church, he was cussing. So Shirley, I'm sorry you missed this letter. This 27-year-old lady got this 2-year-old boy that won't stop cussing. When he gets frustrated or upset, he cuss. I do too. When he fall down and hurt himself, he cuss. Every time I fall, I cuss. If I tell him no, he cuss. If Marjorie tell me no, I cuss. If my mama told me no, under my breath, I cuss. Couldn't let her hear it though.
No.
That's the point.
So she assumed that these cuss words was coming from her husband. So she confronted him. He said it wasn't her. So she got to thinking the only other person it could be is my mother-in-law. So I asked her, did she cuss around the boy? She said, hell yeah, I cuss in front of his little ass. Because he a brat when you not around him. So you got upset and thought she should find another way to discipline without using 4-letter words. She's a wonderful woman. She's in a lot of ways, but we don't see eye and eye. She says, I can't help it, that y'all should be teaching him to never repeat what he hears. And he's a 2-year-old, and that's what children do. Well, Shirley said in her response that you've got to light up. He's only 2. And things like that. Well, Shirley,
hold on.
We come back. I'm gonna tell you why I disagree with your statements. As I've said, he cussing.
All right,
I like this baby.
I knew you would. We'll come back with part 2 of Steve's response at 23 after the hour. The subject of the letter is, my baby won't stop cussing, and neither will Steve Harvey. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter subject. My baby won't stop cussing.
27-year-old lady married, got a little 2-year-old boy that cuss. This is my baby right here.
Junior
cuss
said it
when
was
he get
him.
upset. Cuss when he fall.
Man.
Cuss when he don't get his way. Cuss if you tell him no. This boy just cussing. And you found out that it wasn't the husband, so you went to the mother-in-law and said, do you cuss in front of the baby? Her exact quote to this woman who wrote the letter was, hell yeah, I cuss in front of his little ass.
That's your favorite line in this whole letter.
In this whole letter, in any strawberry letter.
That we've ever done.
Yeah. And, you talked to the mother and said you can't find another way to discipline him and everything. I don't want my son using foul language. And then, you know that your mother-in-law is a wonderful woman in a lot of ways, but y'all don't see eye to eye. And your mother said that you should teach the boy to not to repeat what he's heard. And then you said, but he's a 2-year-old, and that's what small children do. Well, let me explain something to you. Small children shouldn't be allowed to cuss. Why don't you backhand his little ass? Since he cussed.
What?
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
See, once again, here we go.
Y'all
see her reaction?
Yeah, a non-cusser. Yeah.
I said back. You know why? Because she's a non-cusser.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Backhand the baby?
Yeah.
That's because you're not a cusser.
Yeah.
You don't have cussing babies.
Oh, my God.
You got to knock his little ass out.
Exactly what they do to you.
Because Shirley come talking about he only 2 years old.
Yeah.
You should wait till he older. Let me tell you something. Cussing go deep. You go deep, Shirley.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and the lady at the end, am I wrong? No, you're not wrong, because cussing go deep. I've been cussing since I was 4.
Okay.
Really?
And you knew.
I've been an avid cusser
58.
for 58 years.
He proud, too. Listen to him.
Solid. Solid. Outstanding combinations. I done put together some combinations that ain't been heard before. And I've gotten results. If you don't stop this boy from cussing, I got news for you. He's never gonna stop. He's not. You should nip it in the bud right now. Cussing is a habit, and it's a hard habit to break. So, Shirley, I disagree. The lady is right. She has every right to be upset. And the grandmama talking about when she with him, she got to do it her way. Stop cussing at the baby. Stop. But you know why your son ain't going to say nothing? Because he knew going to get his ass cussed out.
I was waiting on you to get there.
He know if he go in there to Bernadette and tell Bernadette, stop all this cussing. Bernadette, Bernice, Boykins. Bernadette,
BBB.
Bernice, Boykins.
The triple B's.
Uh-huh.
BBB. So, Shirley, ask me some questions. I'm going to be a 2-year-old. I'm going to answer the question cussing. and y'all bleep out the cussing.
Oh, Lord.
Come on.
We got enough beeping.
I know. Come on, it's time to get your bath so you can go to bed. Come on, Bobby.
I ain't taking no bath.
Bobby, watch your mouth. Get it, and don't forget.
I can see.
What, Bobby?
I ain't said.
Bobby is not speaking that clearly at 2.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me sound like a baby. All right.
And hurry up. Come on, hurry up now so we can get to bed.
Don't nobody want to go no bed.
Come on, Bobby. Let's put your jammies on.
I don't like these punk jammies, mama.
All right. Come on, get in bed. But before you get in, say your prayers. Come on, we got to say your prayers.
I don't like nobody I got to pray for. They punks.
Bobby. All right, get in bed. I'm going to turn out the light. I know how you don't like the light off, but we got to start turning this light off.
Don't turn the light off, mama. You know I ain't nothing but a little
So when are we going to start whooping his behind? When is that going to happen?
It's time for the whooping to start.
Maybe you need to start whooping. All right, you keep this cussing. I'm going to tell your daddy. You keep it up. Here.
Ain't nobody scared of his.
Tell grandma.
And that ain't my real damn daddy, no.
Bobby, get in here, say your prayers, get in this bed, and go to sleep.
And if I don't, you gonna do.
Oh, jeez.
I know Grandma didn't teach him that. Bobby, I'm going to whip your butt, okay? Keep on here. You're going to get your little butt.
Whoop my is what you mean.
All right,
but
listen.
you don't cuss because you ain't never been a cussing before. So you can't participate in this letter. It's little Bobby, I'm going to beat your ass. That's what Grandmama said.
All right, listen, post your comments on today's crazy strawberry letter on Instagram and Facebook at Steve Harvey FM.
And my grandmama said you wasn't as a mother.
Check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Coming up at 46 after the hour, Meek Mill pleads guilty to gun charge and ends his 12-year legal battle. Junior is here with Sports Talk. Dwight Howard is going to the Lakers right after this.
Dwight Howard?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, so here's the trending story from our home station in Philly. We love us some Philly, WDAS 105.3.
Yeah. Sounds like Philly to me.
Yeah, it does. Well, Meek Mill's 2007 criminal case has finally come to a conclusion after 12 long years. Meek Mill pleaded guilty to a 2007 misdemeanor gun charge yesterday as part of a plea deal. All other charges have been dropped, and prosecutors have agreed not to retry him. Outside of Philly courthouse, thank you. Okay, finally he can get a life now. Outside of Philly courthouse, Meek thanked his supporters immediately after walking out of court. Take a listen.
I'm very thankful from the bottom of my heart. Everybody that ever mentioned my name or said free Meek helped me get to this position. Meek free. I'm not on probation no more. Yeah, I just wanted to come up here myself and thank all the supporters because I know y'all probably got family members in jail, people going through the same thing as me. And I will continue to do what I do with the reform movement and help the people that help me. So I thank y'all. Thanks for coming out and standing for me about it. Everything great.
You can hear a little bit of the crowd saying Meek free, Meek free. Meek went on to say that we have to continue to fight and be a part of a much-needed discussion about probation reform and the inequalities that exist within our two Americas. Wow. So now the Meek Mill case is closed. Finally. Yes, finally. He can get on with his life for real now.
Good job, Meek. You know, stand for something. Take something negative that's happened to you and, let it be the driving force to make you greater. I support him. That's a good move.
That is good.
Absolutely.
Ooh. That's good news.
I love that. Remember that story he was talking about? He had to check in with his probation officer to go and see his son, to drive his son to school. Now he doesn't have to worry about that. Yeah.
Meek
Yeah,
free.
because his son lived in New Jersey. He
Just
lived in
across the
Philly.
bridge, yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's two different states.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
why he
man.
had to check in. Yeah.
Yeah.
They out there lady courtroom. That lady, that's something else.
Oh, the judge, yeah.
The judge, man.
Judge Brinkley, Janice Brinkley. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't have to worry about her anymore. It's all over.
Good.
Yep.
It's all
Yeah.
over. So that's good news.
And like Steve said, it's good. He can get on with his life now. He's going to work for prison reform and, help other people that were in his situation, that are still in his situation. He's out now, but other people, he can help. So that's a really good thing.
Yeah, people helped him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z
I mean, the
yeah.
owners of the Philadelphia 76ers. I mean, powerful
That's how you
people.
get out of jail, though. Get out
Yeah.
on a helicopter. That's how you
Yeah.
do it.
All right, coming up at the top of the hour, margaritas, sunny Cancun, Mexico, and the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Yes, we'll tell you about the details of the Sand and Soul Festival coming up at the top of the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, so please let's tell everybody about the Sand and Soul Festival going down in Cancun, October 10th through the 14th.
I'm going to take a different tone because I need your undivided attention. I want to talk to you about my Sand and Soul Festival. Now, last year, it was off the chain. We brought out about 4,000 people to the DR, had ourselves a good time. This year, we've made some changes and moved the event to Cancun, Mexico, due to safety concerns that I'm sure you all have heard about in the news. So just know, ain't nothing changed about Sand and Soul except the location. We still got parties, the beach, the spa, all-inclusive food and drinks. We got the concerts, we got the comedy, we got empowerment.
Yeah.
We got something for everybody. Now, here's the deal. Go to my Instagram right now. Check out my story. We got a full recap of last year's events so you can see exactly how we're going to party in Cancun. October 10th through the 14th at the all-inclusive Moon Palace Resort. All right, now, let me drop my voice back down because it done got serious.
Okay.
If you call me right now, call us right now at 1-800-684-2825. 1-800-684-2825. We got a Labor Day special going on that our phone operators are waiting to tell you about. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You'll find out what it when you call, but it's big. Get on the phone, 1-800-684-2825. Only if you call can you get this special Labor Day special. Anybody that calls that books can get this special. I'm trying to get these rooms sold, man, so we can have a good time with everybody. You're missing it, but I got the biggest deal we've ever cut if you call 1-800-684-2825. I got the biggest deal we've ever cut. I ain't gonna say it no more.
Okay.
Biggest deal we done ever cut. You be crazy not to call. You be crazy not to show up. I'm giving you the deal of deals for a Labor Day special. Call us now, 1-800-684-2825. Look, I know your money been tight. If your money is a little tight, y'all been on Instagram talking about, Steve, help us get there. Why don't you pay my way? I sure want to go. You know I'm not paying your way. You know that. But I got something for you, though. I got a deal for you. And if you can shake them loose when you call the number, you probably could get more of a deal. 1-800-684-2825. I dare you to call this number and check out this Labor Day special that I done cut. That's the biggest deal I've ever given on anything I've ever done. Hoodies included. 1-800-684, I ain't gonna say this no more.
Don't get mad.
684-2825. Labor Day special. Y'all can still make it to Cancun. We gonna have a good time. And I'm giving you the deal of deals for everybody that call. I ain't gonna say it no damn more. Like that baby.
And the strawberry letter.
2-year-old cussing baby. 1-800-684-2825.
Let me call
the
him.
deal of a lifetime.
Let's see what this deal
Labor
is.
Day special. Phone orders only. Let's go, y'all. You can make it. If your money's tight, I got something for you.
Nice.
1-800.
Huh?
All right. Well, you heard it from the man himself. See you in Cancun, October 10th through the 14th. Coming up, more music, more fun, and more ignorance on the Steve Harvey Morning Show at 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I love this story. I love this. Eddie Murphy, Steve. Eddie Murphy, get this, will be hosting Saturday Night Live, okay?
What?
Yes. He's going to be doing this for the first time in over 30 years. Put this date on your calendar because you don't want to miss it. December 21st, okay? You have time. December 21st. For the first time in over 30 years, Eddie Murphy to host Saturday Night Live. Of course,
like it.
I love this. Of course, Eddie.
So big.
Yeah, you know he rose to fame while working on the show from
Nothing.
1980. Huh?
Shirley, nothing was greater on Saturday Night Live than when Eddie was on it.
Oh, yeah.
It was the
Absolutely.
greatest Saturday Night Live
Man.
run of all time. James Brown in that hot tub.
Oh,
Buckwheat singing the hits.
And who shot Buckwheat?
yeah. Who shot Buckwheat?
Man, gonna get in the
Eyes.
Gumby and Mr. Robinson.
The times
Yeah, Mr. Robinson.
Mr. Robinson neighborhood.
Some
Man.
great memories.
Me not move
Buckwheat.
you.
Sing it 3 times a late.
Said you dies. Me times a Mayday. Me not new. My no.
What? My
We love you, Eddie Murphy. Welcome
I'm
back,
sitting up there
man.
hollering, man. I was at listening to Buckwheat sing them hits.
All right, more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show
Hey.
coming up at 33 after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, Junior's here with Sports Talk. Okay, so what is this about Dwight Howard going to the Lakers, Junior?
Yeah, this right here don't make no sense to nobody.
What's
Because
happening?
this is the second go around. Okay, you couldn't play with Kobe. What make you think you gonna play with LeBron?
Come on,
Kobe
man.
demanded too much.
Dog, I'm telling you, so
LeBron gonna demand more.
it's gonna demand way more because he older too, and his patience gonna be short. So
Well, you know what I think the move is about, though, Junior?
what is it?
I think the Lakers is trying to get just somebody play the 5 center position, so
Big man.
Anthony Davis can roam a little bit more.
That could be what they do, but it's non-guaranteed money now.
You don't think?
Well, they wait to see what Dwight can do.
Yeah, it's $2.6 million non-guaranteed. He don't get his first check till October 21st. That's a long ass time not to get nothing written out to you.
I don't know what that means, though.
Non-guaranteed money. That means right now, as he signed his deal, he doesn't get a check right now. His
So you
check.
got the job or not?
Yeah, he on the roster, but he just on there. They passing out a check to everybody else over the summer. It's summer money. That's what they call summer money. He's not getting none of that. He don't get nothing till
I didn't
October
know that's what
21st.
that was, Junior.
Yeah, and so as long as he stays on the team, then he
Mhm.
can make about $14,490 per day.
What?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to
Yeah.
say per game.
Yeah, which plus also, DeMarcus Cousins.
I was like, what?
No,
What kind
no,
of
it's per
deal is
day.
this?
That's good.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
As long as he stay on that team.
He gonna come in laughing. He gonna come in playing.
That's right.
But
Kenny
I'm
Smith
telling you.
said it best.
What it
You
was.
cannot turn a hyena into a lion.
Now, you see what he
Just
did.
laugh.
You see what LeBron James did to J.R. Smith when he brought him that ball in that finals game.
Oh, yeah.
When he kicked it. Okay, let Dwight miss a rebound.
You better not.
I'm telling you, let him miss a rebound. Call it. He not gonna be there forever. Let him miss a free throw.
I don't understand getting him. Did DeMarcus Cousins go to the Lakers?
Yeah, he did. He
Yeah.
signed to the Lakers too, but he tore his ACL.
He tore his ACL.
That's why
they
signed
went and got
Dwight
Howard.
Wait, again?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
he can't
hurt
get a
his
break.
Achilles, then his ACL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, I've been on vacation, so I haven't kept up with anything at all. I don't even know what's happening with the Browns. How the Browns look, man?
We're going to have to reinstate you when you get back here.
Sounds like it, huh?
Hey,
Get you acclimated.
The Browns is gonna be good. I really do think they're gonna be good. I mean, I really do. It's just they attitude. They not playing, man.
Baker Mayfield still?
Yeah, Baker Mayfield. He don't even talk like a rookie no more. He's serious. No, he's very serious.
Odell Beckham played for the Browns.
We're going to tear y'all mouth out.
No, you're going to be proud.
You better not play them Cowboys this year or Houston.
Come on to Houston. Ain't nobody scared.
Come on,
Come on.
I ain't asked you to be scared.
All right,
I'm
listen.
not going to be.
Tommy, we need to shut up. We just lost 34-0 to the Cowboys. We
Coming
just
up,
need to hush.
our last break of the day.
He don't know that, Junior.
And some closing remarks from the one and only
do
Steve
now.
Harvey at 49 minutes after the hour. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we are, our last break of the day on this Wednesday, hump day. It's been a good hump day, huh? Had some fun, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Went by fast, too, this morning.
It did go by fast. Yeah. Thanks, of course, to the legend herself, Felicia Rashad, who was our special guest today.
Yes.
Wow.
Nice.
Girl,
Yeah.
I've been saying Felicia forever.
I know, me too. But she came here and set us straight. It's Felicia Rashad. Mm-hmm.
Hell, I said it yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was lovely. She was
she
very
was.
lovely. Yeah. All right, Steve. Time for you to take us home with some closing remarks.
All right. You know, I was thinking about a couple of things. And I want to share something with you all that I often feel myself. Sometimes, you know, you hear old people say, and there's a scripture that says, you know, not for us to be anxious for anything. Don't be anxious for anything. That simply means be patient. Don't jump the gun. Don't get ahead of yourself. And give God a chance to work. If you've put in the work and you've made the meetings and you've made all the decisions that you've prayed about and you find yourself just waiting on something to happen, then just stay waiting and be patient. Don't be anxious for anything. Every time I've ever been anxious, I've jumped the gun. I've gotten ahead of myself. And what's even deeper than that, I stepped out in front of God. I'm out there so busy trying to direct traffic in my own life, which I do not have the ability to do, that I was all in the way of what God could actually do for me. So that's my takeaway when people say don't be anxious for nothing. Because let me explain something to you. It is an amazing thing that happens in life. When one door closes for you, you simply should just walk up the hall, because there are more doors. I am a living witness to this. God does it for me time and time and time again. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for being in a position to experience some of his favor, his grace, and his mercies. And all of you have been beneficiary of his grace and mercy. All of you. Whether you knew that's what it was or not, but when something happens and you escape it and you didn't do nothing to escape it, that was God's grace and mercy that he was just shining on you. When it happened to everybody else but it didn't happen to you, that was some grace and mercy he shined on you. When it looks like you just wasn't going to get a way out and you showed up next day and you was out of it, that was God's grace and mercy shining on you. Take advantage of that grace and mercy. The best way to take advantage of it is to be grateful. The more you're grateful for, the more things he'll give you to be grateful for. And put your eyes in the windshield instead of the rearview mirror. You cannot drive your car looking in the rearview mirror, eyes to the front. Get in the windshield, man. That's why life is. But I tell you, here's something that got sent to me. And it said simply something to this effect. That the life in front of you is far more important than the life behind you. That's such a true statement. The life in front of you is far more important than the life behind you. And like I was saying the other day, what stops so many people is the things that's behind them, they keep bringing them to the forefront. I said it, and I'm going to say it again. What stops most people is they keep bringing things from their past, and behind them, they keep putting them in the forefront, going over and over, picking through it, trying to learn from your mistakes. If you made it past your mistake, then you should have learned something for your mistakes. So remember this, y'all. The life in front of you is far more important than the life behind you. It really is. What has happened to you has already happened. What God got for you is on the horizon. Take a step towards him. He's always waiting. He has open arms. Talk to God. He would love to hear from you. It's a relationship that's worth starting, y'all. I cannot tell you how many times the only person I could go to with something I was going through was him, was God Almighty. God will be forever your guide and your companion. And there ain't nobody in this world that don't need both. You need guidance and you need a companion. You need somebody that you consider your friend. You need that in life. Keep your focus, stay positive, and remember, the life in front of you is far more important than the life you left behind. All right? Those are my closing remarks. That's it for me today. I want to wish you all a happy Friday. That's what we're shooting for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we is.
It's Friday. Have a nice weekend.
It's Wednesday, though, right
It's
now.
Wednesday, so
I just want everybody to have a good weekend. It's
That's
gonna
all you
happen.
want.
Well, thank you. You have a good weekend, too. And drop the mic, by the way.
Yeah, I dropped it.
Mm-hmm.
It's over.
Mm-hmm.
Had a good day today. Thank y'all very much.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit steveharveyfm.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.